Hey guys, and welcome to another audio episode of What's Really on My Mind. And as you can tell by today's topic, it is something that I have battled with and sometimes still battle with. Comparison is the thief of joy. And honestly, it has definitely been stealing my joy over my years of life, but you know what? I'm now maturing in my understanding of things and realizing lately that I've been comparing myself to a lot of persons that have, in my opinion, succeeded in life, because apparently to me, I'm not where I need to be. I'm where God has for me to be, basically. But to me, I feel like I could be further, if that makes sense. Basically, lately I've seen my former coworkers become real-time influencers, become managers, become, college graduates and stuff like that. I've seen people way behind me graduate college. I've seen people get married. I've seen people have kids. I've seen people buy houses. And I'm just like, bro, what am I doing with my life? But at the same time, I'm doing a lot with my life. It's like, you're working, right? You're working, you're pushing for those goals that you have set out to accomplish. But it looks like everybody else is just heading towards success a bit faster than you. But at the same time, I have to remember, because I'm speaking from my point of view, I have to remember that everybody's race is different. And see, when I start to compare myself, and I admonish you that when you start to compare yourself to other persons that seem to have succeeded before you, always remember that it's not your time yet. It was their time. You don't know how long they've worked to get there. You don't know what they did to get where they're at. And my grandmother always taught me, don't be jealous of what other persons have or where they go or whatever they do, because you don't know what they did to get there. And so honestly, now in my adult years, because sometimes it is discouraging, as an adult, almost 30, and it's just like I'm still stuck in the same place. I'm just not moving to where I need to move. I have no dating prospects. I'm not dating right now. I have no dating prospects. I have yet to get a home. I don't travel as much because I work a job that literally consumes my entire life. I don't go out. It's hard to find friends that can understand and, accept me for who I am, the weirdness and all. Because at this point, I realized that I'm literally not cut out to be like everybody else. I can't. And it's kind of like, where do I stand? What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? What's really popping? Are you really, really goal-oriented? Are you really, really trying to be the person that you see in your dreams? Because it's giving no. It's giving no. But honestly, it's hard trying not to compare myself to others. But I thank God that it's not as bad as I used to be with comparing myself to others. So technically my joy isn't being stolen as much. And now in my adult years, I can honestly say I've matured in that area, because even recently, yesterday, I just decided to see what some persons that I'm not connected to anymore are doing. Not to say compare myself, but just to see how well they're succeeding in life. And honestly, every person that I've compared myself to who have succeeded ahead of me, in my opinion, I'm honestly very happy for them. I'm happy for you. I'm legit happy for you, because you did it. You did that. You did the thing. Okay. But I'm able to snap out of it right like that, because it's the first thing that comes to me when I look at them, and not jealousy, but comparison wants to come into play into my mind. I'm just no. We're not doing that. Our path is different. We're different. We're not like them. We will never be like them. And we don't want to be like them. We want to be like ourselves. We want to pursue goals on our own time, our own path, and everything. Because, like, let's just say I looked at one who's an influencer now. And it's like, I wonder if I can, it's like the questions that come to me when I'm looking at them. It's like, I wonder if I can take pictures like that. Will I look like that? Should I start getting, and it's just like, no, girl. Like, why are you even thinking these thoughts? You are not them. You are you. The way that you're used to dressing and the way that you are comfortable dressing, you do that. If you don't take pictures as much, then it's just you. If you don't go out, that's okay. And I had to get to the point and to the realization that I have to accept me for who I am. Flaws and all, weirdness and all. Like, it's just a lot. Like, it's a lot. And honestly, if you continue to compare yourself, you'll continue to be stagnant. You continue to be in the same spot forever and ever and ever, because you're just looking at what somebody else is doing and you're trying to do that instead of trying to capitalize on your own strengths, your own potentials, your own talents. And you know what came to me as I had a recent comparison, very, very short comparison? I'm just like, I'm not you. And I'm happy I'm not you, because you can't write the way that I do. You can't think the way that I think. I may not be, monetary wise, wealthy, I may not have the best of everything. I may not have name brand or anything. However, what I have on the inside of me, you can never have, which is a certain level, a certain kind of talent. I'm sure the influencer that I see, yes, your art is on the outside. My art is on the inside that flows through my fingers. I'm sure you can never write like me, just like how I can never be a model like you. So we all have our uniqueness of the way that we are. And honestly, guys, I am literally like a homebody. Like, I have like no friends. And honestly, I'm not even ashamed to say it, because like, you have to understand that not everybody can understand you. Not everybody can accept you for who you are. Some persons want to change you in some form. Some want you to, step out of what you're used to, step into something that you're not comfortable in doing. And so I rather be by myself than to deal with that. And then also friend groups that I tend to go into or try to, attach myself to, it's like I'm there, but at the same time, I'm not there, because like everybody's talking about things that I don't know or that I don't understand. And I'm just there like, why did I even come out with y'all? Why did I even, agree to be a part of this group? Because I feel left out. And for every friend group that I've been attached to, I always feel left out. And honestly, I'm not even mad at it, because like I like my own company. But back to what I was saying. Comparison has definitely stolen a lot of my joy over the past years, and I will no longer continue to allow it to do that. So from this day forward, I will no longer be checking up on what former connections I've had with people are doing. I will no longer be doing that. I will no longer look at a picture of someone, look at a video of a TikTok or something, and say, I wish I was like that person. No, because then who would be me? Who would be me? I have to be me, because I'm somebody peculiar. I'm somebody special. If you continue to compare yourself and try to be like somebody else, you deprive the world of what God blessed it with in the form of you. Literally. The world was not just made for persons who apparently, quote unquote, have it all together or have everything according to what you think is everything. The world is made up of weird, very unique, strange, cute, everything. The world is made up of so many different characteristics of people. And when you realize your characteristic and you tap into that, and you say to yourself, nobody is going to make me feel less than I am. Nobody is going to cause me to deprive the world of who I really am. Like, if you're not you, you're literally not accomplishing your mandate. You're literally not carrying it out. Be you. If you wear jeans with a big t-shirt and yard slippers, and you're comfortable with that, that is you. If you like to wear frilled socks with bell bottoms or with short skirts and with like high top heels, and you like to wear emo kind of like makeup and earrings and stuff and jewelry, and you like your hair a certain way, you like it all black, and you like to wear fishnet stockings, that is you. If you like to laugh out loud, if you like to like speak science stuff, if you just like to speak about astronomy, if you like taking pictures of just the sun, if you like to go out by yourself, like if you just like to stay in your room and you just like to stay in a shell, like that is you. If you don't like to cook, if you don't like to talk to people, if you're afraid of mingling, like that is you. Like we have to be true to ourselves, honestly. We really have to be true to ourselves, because at this point with the comparison, we're literally not fulfilling what we need to fulfill. Like, there are people who are just like us, who have not met us, and they're afraid that they're just weird, they're just strange. And honestly, I feel like nobody is weird. Everybody's just unique in their own form or fashion. Honestly, I feel that way. Like, I legit, like, people call me childish, people call me a loner, people call me, I wouldn't say they say I'm selfish, because I'm not selfish. They say, oh, I don't go out, I don't do anything, that's why you don't have any friends. And it's just like, okay, cool. Like, who's losing sleep over it, me or you? Because I'm really Gucci on this side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we have to stop this comparison thing. And then you have parents, or even, let's say you have friends. You have some friends or family members that will try to compare you to other either family members or other people in the world that they see are succeeding, and you're just like, here. Like, for me, I'm literally like just here. Like, I'm literally just working a job that's consuming my entire life. I am. However, I do have goals in place. I've been trying to accomplish at least 2 of them since the year started, but because of my job, I was not able to. However, we are closing in August, and I look forward to tapping back into those same 2 goals and being able to show the world who I am by those 2 goals, literally. So I'm looking forward to the day, because with this job, I can't do nothing. I cannot do anything. And honestly, my last tip to everybody is, don't compare yourself. Don't try to be like somebody else, because then you're not being true to yourself. And also, the world will never know who you are. The world will never know that there was a Precious in the world, that there was a Mike in the world, that there was a Brittany in the world. There was a Nora in the world. Don't compare yourself. Be happy with who you are. The way how you fix your hair, the way how you wear your jewelry, the kind of clothes that you wear, be comfortable with you. Be true to yourself. Love who you are and be you. The things that people say are flaws are literally just your uniqueness. So you be all of that and more. You don't dim yourself. You don't cut back on who you are to please others. No. Do not be a people pleaser. Do not. The only person that you need to please is God and yourself. And once those two persons are pleased, you're good. Because I promise you, the husband or the wife that God has for you will accept you with your uniqueness and all, as you accept them with their uniqueness and all. So don't be afraid to be yourself. Like, we get into this, we are in this society of, you gotta be like this one. If you don't look like this, you're not saying anything. If you don't sound like this, you're not saying anything. If you don't dress like this, you're not saying anything. If you can't do your makeup like this, you're not saying anything. If your hair doesn't look like this right now, you're not saying anything. You're not it. You're just not it. You're not the it. If you're not this size, you're not the it. Accept you for who you are. Be true to yourself. Like, literally. Because the comparison thing is like, it's literally dead now. It's dead. Like, let it die. Let it die. Don't compare yourself to anybody anymore. And that is literally a encouragement to myself to not compare myself to anybody anymore, because then I'm just fooling myself. Because when you compare yourself and you try to be like that person, you work so hard to be like this person. And then you lose yourself in the process. How is that benefiting you? How? Because then it's two of those persons. There is one of each of us. That's how special we are. There is one of each of us in the world. Why do you think God made one of each of us? Because he has a specific thing for each of us to do. And he has us made uniquely for a reason, because there can only be one of us. So if you want to be like somebody else, that means there's two of them in the world, which there shouldn't be. They're already doing their part. They're already being them. Why do you want to be them too? Be yourself. Do you. Dress how you want. If you're comfortable, dress how you want. Live how you want. If you're scared to travel, it's fine. If you don't travel like how everybody else travels and they're traveling and they're going this place, that place, the next place, if you don't do that, it's fine. That doesn't mean that you're less than anybody. It doesn't. If you don't have the car that's in right now, like a Bentley, I don't even know what's in. Like, I don't even know what's in. If you don't have a Bentley, or I don't even know, a Mercedes or whatever else is out there, a Lamborghini, if you don't have one of those, that doesn't mean that you're not popping. Like, what do you mean? If you don't have the latest makeup, if you don't have the latest hair, if you don't get your hair done all the time and you just get it done when you can, if you don't get your nails done all the time, like, that doesn't mean that you're less than anybody who does get their stuff done all the time. If you don't have the name brand clothes, if you don't have the Hermes or Cartier or, you know, the Tory Burch or the Gucci, or what else is out there? I think there's a clothing brand named Aloe. If you don't have that, if you don't have the road makeup or, you know, any of that stuff, if you don't have a TikTok page, if you don't have a Snapchat page, if you don't have an Instagram, if you don't have WhatsApp, if you don't have no social media, if you don't have a bunch of followers, that's okay. Be yourself. Okay? And this is literally like encouragement to me. And honestly, I really hope that this encourages somebody, because I feel like we all compare ourselves sometimes to others. Some for strength, to push harder, to be the person that they desire to be a better them. Sometimes I feel like that's the only time we should compare ourselves to someone. Like, you feel like you can push harder because, like, you see somebody they're pushing hard to like get to a certain goal, so you're like, yes, I can push hard too to get to my certain goal. I feel like that's the only time that you should be comparing yourself to somebody. The only person that you should even compare yourself to is yourself. But besides, basically, that's not even comparison. That's motivation. When you look at somebody and you see them pushing further and you want to push further too to get to where you need to be, but not like them, I don't even feel like that's comparison. So forgive me for saying comparison. That's motivation. So, like, guys, let's take today as the day we say to ourselves, comparison will no longer steal our joy. The only person that we will compare ourselves to is ourselves. is our past self, I should say. And to be true to ourselves, to be us. If you're not fast like everybody else, that's okay. You will get there when you get there. Don't let other people pressure you to try and hurry up and do this, hurry up and do that. Oh, you're not good enough because you didn't go to college. You're not good enough because you didn't get married at this age. You're not good enough because you didn't get a house. You're not good enough because you don't have the top jobs. You're not good enough because you're this. You're not good enough because you're that. Like, please. As long as you never stop trying to grow, as long as you never stop accomplishing goals, you can never fail. You only fail when you stop. You only fail when you stop. When you continue growing, if it may take you 10 years, it may take you 20 years to be the person that you set out to be, that's okay. That is okay. As long as you never stop trying to get to your goals. Continue climbing up the ladder of success. Continue. You'll get there. And I know that I will get there because I've been thinking that I was left behind for a long time now. I'm about to be another age that's sounding a bit too serious. But I believe that I am where I am for a set season and a set time for a reason. But I can say that some of my goals have been accomplished, and I do appreciate God for helping me to get there. And so I will leave y'all with this nugget. Stop comparing yourselves. Let us stop comparing ourselves and let us be who we are and let us grow. So I hope this encouraged somebody out there, and I look forward to doing another audio podcast for you. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye.